Hello students, today we are going to study very important topic of issues in Indian commerce, that is corporate debt restructuring. So let's start the topic. Let me start with the meaning of corporate restructuring. Corporate restructuring may be defined as a process involved in changing the organization of business. It is a process of redesigning one or more aspects of the companies. The process may be implemented due to number of factors such as positioning of the company to be more profitable and to survive in the adverse economic condition so as to increase the shareholder value. Now let us start with the needs and objective of corporate debt restructuring. First one is it improves the competitive position. Second is it helps to rearrange the activities so that business become more profitable. It helps in reducing the cost. It helps in better utilization of strategic asset. It helps to eliminate competitors. It helps in better access to research and development. Last one is it focus on the core strength of the companies. The following are the broad areas of corporate restructuring. The first one is financial restructuring. It is a process of rearranging the financial structure or the capital of the company. It may be carried out by reduction of capital, reorganization of equity and debt mix, or buyback of the shares. Second is operational restructuring. It helps in improving the operational efficiency by adopting product restructuring or market restructuring. Next is managerial restructuring. It helps in improving the manpower resources of the firm. Fourth one is asset restructuring. It involves in making new investment, technological changes, asset reduction, buyouts, spin-off, sale and leaseback transactions. Now let us start with the financial restructuring topic. Before starting with the meaning of financial restructuring, let me first explain the meaning of restructuring. Restructuring is basically to redesign. So financial restructuring is basically the narrow aspect of corporate restructuring. Every company basically have two sources of finance, that is debt and equity. And for the successful organization, there should be a perfect balance of debt and equity. Financial restructuring, therefore, is the process of rearranging the financial structure so as to avoid liquidation of the company. Now let me explain the various causes of financial restructuring. The first one is misappropriation of funds, which means if the funds are not properly utilized or it is invested in the wrong project which is not able to generate enough funds to pay off the liabilities, this situation may lead to debt trap. Next is obsolete. When the new technology comes, then the old technology become obsolete, which generate huge losses. Next is lack of optimum utilization of resources. If the resources are not properly utilized, it leads to wastage of time and money, which increases the cost of product. Next is shift in consumer preference. Another factor which causes the debt trap is a change in the consumer preference. Next is inefficient management. The inefficient management of financial, human and technical also generate huge loss. Next is external factor such as population trend, technology, government regulation, competitive factors impact financial restructuring. Next is dissatisfied workers, strike, lockout, plant shutdown also impact financial restructuring. Next, the question arises when there is a need of financial restructuring. Basically, it is required at the time of promotion and incorporation, at the time of expansion of existing company, at the time of amalgamation, at the time of reorganization of capital of the company. Now, let me explain the following process of financial restructuring. The first one is to assess the situation. The first step to evaluate the company situation is to assess the situation of the company from the accounting records of the company. In this, all the transactions which are not generating additional cash should be delayed as an initial step. Second is operational improvement. The next step is to analyze the cause of existing problems that have led to cash flow problems. Retrenchment is one of the solutions to reduce the cost. Next is increase net asset turnover. The next step is to increase the net asset turnover is to find out an alternative source of supply with more favorable term than the existing vendors. Next is debt and capital restructuring. If the condition does not improve, the next step is to properly balance debt and equity. In this, the proper balance should be maintained between debt and equity. In this, the debts which are generated in the past must be reduced and the equity need to be balanced. A debt for equity swap help in dealing with such kind of difficult situation. Bankruptcy, there are fewer companies which can successfully reorganize themselves. These companies are those that have only a particular problem to address and which have performed all the steps well. Now let's start with the meaning of corporate debt restructuring, which means to restructure the existing debt obligation by delaying the repayment time or converting the debt into equity share or reducing the rate of interest to be paid on this obligation. Or, in other words, corporate debt restructuring is a voluntary mechanism to restructure the asset and liabilities of the company to make it more profitable. Features of corporate debt restructuring. First of all, it is a voluntary mechanism. It is a non statutory process. It allows both public and private companies to restructure. It reorganizes the debt obligation. It helps to reviving the sick companies. It also helps in restoring the liquidity of the company. Now, let me explain the importance of corporate debt restructuring. The first one is helps the business to control their finance. CDR help in control over the finance with the help of proper debt management. For example, in case of slowdown in the economy, in which the company fails to pay off the liabilities, it becomes the financial burden on the companies. CDR basically help in restructuring the debt and bringing the finance under the control. Second is improves credibility. In the event of losses, the credit rating agencies will reduce the rating of the companies. After proper restructuring, these credit rating agencies will improve the rating and thus improve the credibility of the company. Next is help from the third party. A professional help from the third party help in reviving the dead company, making them into the profitable ones. The creditors get satisfied only when they receive the principal amount and the interest on times, or when they are getting expected return on the investment on time. In case of financial trouble, they will not get the good returns on the investment, which lead to dissatisfaction and bring bad name to the companies. Only the CDR help in proper debt management. Next is it protect the company from bankruptcy. CDR help in protecting the company from bankruptcy by making the company solvent. It help in recovering from that kind of decision. Next is help in reviving a sick unit. Sick units are those which are suffering losses. Public as well as private companies both can avail the facilities to revive the sick units. Last is to reduce the NPA. NPA is a major problem faced by the bank these days. CDR help in reducing the NPA, which help the company to take the loan for their projects. Next is methods of corporate debt restructuring. First is increasing the term of loan. This is very easy method of corporate debt restructuring is that the time period of the loan can be extended. Second is converting the debt into equity. Third one is reducing the share capital. This can be done by converting from pure equity to equity with a notional dividend. Next is extension of repayment period. That is, repayment period can be extended. This is only possible when the creditors are ready to sacrifice the immediate payment. Next is reducing of higher interest of loan. This is one of the methods of reducing debt by reducing the rate of interest on entire loan. The bank can go out for the court settlement. Refacing of recovery program. The revival program can be introduced into different phases. The next point is to reduce the margin. The margins can also be reduced on various funded facilities or by waiving of the margin on non-funded facilities. Next is to reassess the credit facilities such as working capital. Next is to procure extra money for repaying the loans. Next is conversion of unpaid interest on working facilities into short-term loans. Last one is conversion of compound interest into simple interest. So this was all about the corporate debt restructuring. Thank you.